Now let's discuss a few points for the initial commissioning of the Hydronic Aqua System. If the Hydronic S3 heater was obtained as part of the installation kit mentioned on the system overview, the heater parameters are already pre-configured for the Hydronic Aqua System and don't require any further configuration. If the Hydronic S3 heater has been obtained as a separate part or if the ECU has been replaced, it is required to configure some heater parameters. If that's the case, it will be required the EasyScan diagnostic tool, which is not included in the scope of supply. Follow the instructions given on the installation manual to adjust the maximum runtime and the coolant pump control configurations. If the maximum runtime is not already updated to the maximum value, it may be so for some standalone heaters, you will require a higher level of access on EasyScan to change this parameter. So please contact our technical support team for guidance on which dealer can help you with that. Their contact info is shown here. The coolant system should be filled with a proper fluid mix as explained in the installation mechanical section and purged of air bubbles following the installation manual instructions. It is required to prime the fuel lines of the Hydronic S3 heater before it can be used. Please remember to not over-prime, otherwise a dangerous buildup of fuel may happen within the heater, exhaust system or under the vehicle. The heater may produce excessive smoke once it starts if over-primed. Observe the movement of fuel through the clear fuel lines during priming and stop as soon as the fuel reaches the heater in order to avoid over-priming. The priming can be done by one of two methods. The first and preferred method is by using the priming function on the touchscreen. The second possible method is by activating the heater, by turning on heating with diesel or gasoline heat source selected. This method will take longer, probably requiring multiple start attempts to fully prime the fuel lines, and will generate fault codes that may need to be cleared. Do not prime the fuel lines by pressurizing the tank and fuel lines, since it is not an approved method. The freshwater system must contain sufficient water and all lines must be purged before hot water can be delivered. Refer to the vehicle and water system for specific instructions. Make sure the maximum water temperature is set before putting the system into service. This is done by adjusting the thermostatic mixing valve when the coolant is at operating temperature. Follow the installation manual for detailed instructions on how to do this step. There are functional component checks that at the end of the installation and commissioning are useful to confirm the good functioning of the system. The coolant pump can be activated by turning on any heating function. What you can expect as a result is an audible sound, a low vibration that can be felt by placing a hand over it, and the movement of coolant within the coolant tank. The Hydronic S3 heater can be activated by selecting it as the sole heat source and activating the water heating function. What you expect as a result is an increase in the coolant temperature. As a comment, the heater will modulate its heat output over time from maximum to minimum and standby or pause mode to maintain the coolant operating temperature. Also, if an overheating condition is reported, the coolant system must be purged of air or investigated in order to improve the coolant rate through the heater. The Silencio 2 units, air heat exchangers, can be activated by changing the fan speed settings manually on the touchscreen with air heating function active. What you expect as a result, depending on the fan speed setting, is shown here. For high, each Silencio 2 unit must have the two fans running at high speed. For medium, each unit must have the two fans at low speed. For low, each unit must have only one fan running at low speed. The electric heating can be activated by selecting it as a sole heat source and activating the water heating function. What you expect as a result is an increase in the coolant temperature. As a comment, the electric heating will turn off when the maximum coolant temperature is reached, and turn on again once temperature drops sufficiently. Thanks for watching, and until next time.